Welcome to the Wellness Artist Podcast by Niran Ojomo. I hope we're safe. This is safety netting for all of us. Checking with ourselves, checking with others. At the time of this recording, I think we're about a summit, 256 or 257 there, I don't know. But by the time you will be listening to this thing, we should be heading to the Valley of Darkness. Did I say darkness? Sorry, I mean the Valley of the Weekend. And of course, it's great and bright here in the hills of Alberta. So I'm grateful. Okay, so let's get into this episode. My Latin teacher says I should speak a bit of Latin. Maybe you want to wait and see the Latin, right? And also, I've got my note here. And just to be, we have a studio here, but the next door, my wife's, she works, she's one of the senior manager and leader in one of the top Canadian departments. Awesome. But she also play music. So she might be playing a piano, it's a piano or keyboard, right? She could be playing that. So just in case if you're hearing anything, you're not hearing voices, don't let the shrinks tell you you're hearing voices, right? You're hearing the music. Okay, so let's go. Grab your guitar, otherwise let's sing on the same song. Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. I'll try and put my spin on it today, a kind of afro-beat. Let me know what you think. And if you have a song challenge for me, please put in the show note. Right. Okay. Let's go. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, sing sweet songs of melody pure and true. Hey, this is my message to you, Annabelle. Hey, hey, this is my message to you, Josh. Hey, hey, this is my message to you, Darren. Hey, hey, this is my message to you, community. Oh, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. So I'm not sure how that sounds, but I know Bob Marley wouldn't mind me putting a spin on that. I know we have fantastic musicians listening to our podcast, so let me know. Right, I'm a work in progress. I'm not Elvis Presley, am I? Right. But the reality is like we're just trying to grow, right? And we're learning. And I'm mindful because I've got background, I'm a neuropsychiatrist trained at the Maudsley, and also I'm a neuroscientist as well. So, and a parent scientist as well. So a lot of juggling, a lot of balls. So I know that the brain is the most complex thing, really. Depending on our background, our culture, we interpret things differently, right? And I find that really fascinating. Maybe we should do a podcast on that. Awesome. So let's get into this podcast today. So before, let's try the Latin stuff. Right. Let me. Salaway, Odire Amike, Ordina Odurum Episodum Notum Podcast Wellness Artist, Essimimos, Nos Sapienta Quorimos, Es Libre Ilique Vitam Nostrum et Cogitarum Fimamum. Quarter Libros Explorer B. qui mi inspireten ve cresmen, ot milios agerum, ot mio no, not homo sapien, no. Homo fihem. Yeah. I don't know how that sounds. I'm sure my Latin teacher will give me a feedback. Keep saying, if you're in Rome, they will call you is it Romani Larry? That would be awesome. If you're a Latin speaker or you're a French speaker, as my daughter is still teaching me how to speak French, and Josh, my wife, just, give me a feedback. Tell me, what you think about my Latin or my French. Okay, awesome. Let's get into this episode about books. So, over the years, I've encountered so many books, but these are the 5 books I've chosen. It was challenging to do the right, and they have challenged my mindset. They've shaped my mindset, and they continue to shaping my mindset, particularly in my professional and my personal development. So, in a particular order, I'm sounding British now. In a particular order, so I'm going to tell you the book. So this is the first book. Okay, I'm not paid to say this. John C. Maxwell, Atomic Habits, Deep Work, Half Live, Daily Stoic. Oh, my book. Alive or Not Alive. I'm reading it. Smart Habits, Small Steps, Holistic Wellness Revolution. It didn't make to the top 5, but that's okay, right? I'm good enough, right? Okay, so let's jump into these books. But before we do that, I'll be telling you about this later. I still like my little show notes. What needs to change for my relationships to be true? That's just so powerful and profound. What needs to change for my relationship to be true? Most friends and colleagues have been saying, I could be quite reclusive because of this podcast. But my challenge to them really is, it takes 2 to tango, right? So I think I will talk about it before the end of this program. Just stay tuned. So let's jump into the books. So these are the 5 books, but if you have more appetite, so we'll put a link in the show notes to the 100 books. I keep debating with my team. They say it's 100 books in the Larry Niran. And I said, it's more than 1,000. Each link will take you to maybe another, who knows. For example, if you're reading a book, let's say one of your other books, maybe, I don't know, the Bible, right? Or other, sacred literature, they take you to another 100 books. So do the math, mental math. 100 by 100 probably will give you, say, 1,000. Okay, they just correct me. It's over 10,000 books. So imagine, we'll put the show note. If you have appetite, if you're a voracious reader like my 2 kids, Annie and Josh, you just want to go to the link and that takes you to our website. So back to it. Let's jump into it before much ado. So why this book? John C. Maxwell, 15 Laws of Invaluable Growth. He's written over 100 books, but this is my favorite, right? It's like my Bible. When I was in England, in the trenches again, there's no perfect society, and I work with amazing colleagues. Camaraderie was just great in the trenches. Amazing place to work. But then I was in a rut. Initially, I was blaming people. Well, it was me. I wasn't growing. But luckily, around 2014, 2015, I joined the John Maxwell team, one of the best team in the world. And John is our leader, the foremost leader in the world. So, John's Maxwell principle has guided my professional and personal development growth. And also, I have been masterminding and coaching using this principle. So, for example, I run mastermind. Of course, they're paid, right? During the week, but on the weekend, I think we have 4 mastermind free, running. So, for example, if you want to build a relationship with me, I don't like gossip. Oh, yeah. I will tell you about it. I don't like gossips. I like growth, right? So if you want to form a relationship with me, you want to come into my inner circle, that free mastermind, I think about 4 over the weekend. So we'll put in the show notes. That takes you to our website, can register, and then we become good buddy, right? But it's a great book. One of the best quotes in this book is, I think, it has 15 laws. One of my favorite, all of my favorite laws, but one is, the law of intentionality, right? People might think I'm a quiet, be intense or passionate, but I think that book tells me, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. Okay, so that's a great law. And it says, life is in session. Are you present? Awesome. The next book, oh, one of my favorites. I think I mentioned it in one of my, I think the power of morning routine. So go to the previous episode or podcast if you want. So atomic habits. So it says that small, let me remember. Also, consistent small habits will take you anywhere, and that's so profound. So you know that I'm doing two things. I'm learning languages, thanks to being a parent, right? And also I'm learning how to play the guitar. Okay, thanks to Pastor Jason. He's my local pastor, amazing guy. So one of the things I use this habit, for example, when I'm struggling playing my guitar, particularly my pinky finger is a little bit stiff, right? So I remember that I'm a musician, not that I'm learning to be. So that helps with my mindset, and I stuck. Yeah, I just, enjoy the process, right? A great stuff. And also it's helped me with my language learning as well. So, I'm learning French. I'm Canadian, right? I'm learning Latin. And also, when I say I'm learning Yoruba, people say, my wife say, you went to that humble skill, that secondary skill. Eh? And then you sound as if you went to Harvard, or you went to Cambridge, or went to Oxford, or Stanford. I said, but my mentors, John, Peter, all these guys, from the monthly, the amazing guys, right? So pick the atomic habits. Okay. Then the third on the list is deep work. Deep work by Carl Newport. Rules for focused success in a destructive world. So during my time at the trenches, again, there's no shame in this, I learned about this book. A friend told me about it, and I picked the book. And I learned, that one of the famous psychiatrists, Carl Jung. You know Carl Jung? Just Google him. He lived a focused life. Maybe that's why he became over the top. Then when I come to the reality, then I'm like struggling. I'm seeing other colleagues of mine and students, they're very distracted on their phones. I'm saying, how can you be a great psychiatrist without having a focus? So this helped me to be able to set that boundary, okay? Again, let me know which of the books we should take a deep dive on. So this helped me, for example, when I was a senior clinician at one of the best schools in the world, the Bethlehem Hospital, and at Bethlehem and the Motley Hospital. And then imagine I've got a power meeting in a few minutes. Then the door is ringing. The postman wants me to come in. Colleagues are, they're great people, but they are on their phone. I'm being distracted. And also, everybody wants me. The nurses want me. Oh, somebody's falling ill, and I'm going to a meeting. Oh my God. So this book helped me to really prioritize and to do deep work. Awesome. Get a book. So the next book, is a point on ultimate. So outlive the science of, again, Peter has mentored me from afar. I'm part of his inner circle as well. I pinch myself. I'm part of Peter inner circle. So maybe we'll get Peter on the podcast soon. That's why you need to subscribe to the channel. The bigger, the better, the sweeter. So outlive the science and the heart of longevity by Peter. Sorry, that's my alarm went off. So Peter Attier, and also with Bill Guilford, just an amazing guy as well. So this has helped me. It helped me during the trenches. So I will tell the story. During the trenches in the evening, I'll just be on my bike. I'm in zone 2 and I'm listening to Peter. And so when the book came out, I was just so glad that I don't have to listen to Peter all the time. I can just skim through it. I can enjoy his wisdom. Amazing book. Okay. I tell all people on my coaching, if you're a coaching client of mine or my mastermind, to get this book. Because this book, you'll be able to have a very good conversation with your family physician or GP Don't get me wrong, they're amazing people, but medicine is quite a very disease model, right? It's not really well-being. And I tell people that they disagree, but that's okay. Get this book, and you'll be surprised that you'll be having a fascinating conversation with your GP. Oh, I think it's GP again. GP in Britain, and and family physician in North America. What would they say in Nigeria? Okay, I don't know. But okay, this is a book, The Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Heart of Living by Niran Ojomo. Amazing book. This book is an amazing book. So he introduced me into Asian philosopher, Greek, Latina, or whatever, really. So what I love about this book is like it just takes me 5 minutes every day after my Bible literature, and I just open. Okay, I think I don't know. Yeah, I just open a chapter, or sorry, a page, not randomly, and I'll read and I'll get out wisdom. The other day, I'm blinking now. I think we'll put in the show note. It's a chapter I talk about how to build a strong soul, stronger, fortified. And so you can navigate life adversity and hardship. And it mentioned Cato the Younger. He will walk barefooted in old room, right? I mean, if you did that today, the shrinks and my colleagues will lock you behind the doors, right? Because of their ignorance. Oh, yeah, the blind leading the blind, I would say. But it's a great stuff, and I like that. I've not done that before. Maybe I could do that in the future. So it's a training, kind of a training that people use to fortify their soul. Of course, you should be open to ideas, but then you have to be focused, and you have to be able to listen to people, receive their advice if they are helpful, and to put in the bin if you think it doesn't fit your own philosophy. That's okay. So it's a great book. So I'll suggest maybe we'll get Peter Niran Ojomo and all this top man, John C. Maxwell, into our podcast soon. But who knows? It's unlikely we're going to get Justin Trudeau, Steer Kama. Who is that? Obama. Yeah, Justin. Where's that? Oh, Rishi Sunak. It's unlikely we're going to get those ones on our podcast. But remember, if you subscribe, the bigger the channel, the better, the sweeter, and we can, get the best mind in the world, in North America, across the world, okay, over the ocean. So, unfortunately, my book, Alive or Not Alive, didn't make the list. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so those are the books. So one of the questions I ask people in doing public conversation, like yesterday, I was speaking to a lady. I said, "What book have you read this year that has shaped you that I need to go and read?" And most times I ask people, and people just look at me as if I'm from Mars, right? I'm sure Elon Musk wouldn't mind taking me to Mars. So what book has shaped your mindset in the last, maybe in 2024 you've read? Please put in a show note, or perhaps, go to our social media page and let me know. So, anything else? I can't remember anything really. Okay. Thanks for tuning to this episode. It's awesome to have you as a listener. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do now. Okay. And Odabo, Kachifonu, Odaro again. Born new, gracias to be a girl. Amico, Benedice. What else again? Okay, I have to say French. Au revoir. Salam alaikum to our Muslim friends. Muslim friends, let me know, what's working for you. Let me know. And again, I'm planning in the future to speak